Platinum journeyman walks where the moonlight begins, through cobbled streets where the laughter's grinning. His boots tap a little rough, a rhythm old, chasing stories in glasses of the black stuff. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your glass high, Guinness flows as the night says goodbye. Sip the stars till the dawn breaks through. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, the pint loves you. He leans on a bar where the wood's worn thin, a place where his tales and the stout begin. The foam is a crown, his kingdom's here, ruling the night with a pint and cheer. The clock strikes one, but he's not done. The pint's his moon, the night's his sun. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your glass high, Guinness flows as the night says goodbye.
Hello. Oh, that's peaking.
Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, the pint loves you. His
way too high.
heart's a barrel full of stout dreams. His laugh's a river, it flows and gleams. He's the king of the early
That might be better.
hours.
Maybe.
The ruler
Right-ho, folks. Welcome.
in his towers. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your
About fucking time. Actually have a pint of Guinness. Hello, Scots, Hoosin, Jar, Stubhold. We're going to do this fucking right. Yes. Now, I've no actual pint glasses. So we have to do. I have to do like an actual 2 pour. Not just a 2-part pour, literally 2 glasses worth of pouring. But I do actually finally have Guinness. And I can top it up, maybe. Okay, we'll see what this does. But it's nice to see actual Guinness again. Yes! Cheers to you too, Jarl. So fill me in, folks. How's the week been? Welcome to Adam's Bar. Come in out of the cold. Saddle yourself up by the fire over there. If you want, PJ's on the taps. He'll get you anything you need. The best pint of Guinness going. Over in the corner, a bunch of old folks are debating the best video games ever made. Someone said Tetris. I might be on board with that. Down the back are Roisin and the girls playing some traditional live Irish music. Pick any place you want, or just stay right here. You are all welcome at Adam's Bar. And it's time for the fucking pint. Alright, all the way from Europe to the other side of the world. RE4 up until 5-3 is a difficult chapter. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the bar, and cheers. That's fucking awful. That is not cold enough at all. Oh no. Oh, that's not cold. Ugh. Oh well. Alright folks, how's your week been? As for myself, finished up that episode of Different Worlds featuring Northern Thailand, Chiang Mai. How to fall in love with any place. I give my step-by-step guide how to do it anywhere in the world. That's what went up on Saturday, so it went up yesterday. Already gotten some lovely comments from you fine folks. Everyone who hasn't watched it, feel free to go check it out. Also this week I finished the opening for the Metal Gear Solid episode. I shared it with channel members and patrons. Now I'm diving into the main bulk of the editing. I expect the episode might be... It won't be as long as the Devil May Cry 3 episode or the Resident Evil 5 episode, but I think it'll be like 30 minutes or so, based on just like how much voiceover I've recorded. It should be a... Getting the rank of Big Boss on Metal Gear Solid was harder than getting Big Boss rank on Metal Gear Solid 4. That's what I felt. I got my ass kicked so much. It's nice now playing Final Fantasy X, where not so much ass kicking. It's like more forgiving for me, which I like. And let me actually boost the gain on this. There we go. Okay. I know the Guinness isn't great, but I might just keep going with it anyway. I don't have any fucking other ideas, do I? It's not cold enough. It's been in the fridge a while. Chuck it in the freezer. Also, what's really feckin' weird to me is that the Guinness is from Italy. Yeah, Torino, Italy. I got an Italian Guinness. But it's better than nothing. Alright, folks, let me hear from you. What you been up this week? What you been playing? I love myself a bit of Resident Evil 4 original. That's my favourite, still to this day. The Metal Gear Solid 4 Platinum Journey is almost overtaken The Last of Us Platinum Journey. Oh, in terms of views. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I think The Last of Us episode is still the most viewed. It's like 250,000. Yeah, pretty cool. I'd be happy with the Metal Gear Solid 4 episode being the number one, because that, I think, is a bit better. Okay, let me see here. I am itching to get back into the world of the Metal Gear Solid stuff. Now, first Metal Gear Solid, and then after this, I'm itching to go back into Metal Gear Solid 5. It's been a few years. But I think I'm getting the itch for that gameplay. That gameplay is so addictive. I should have washed. This is a dirty glass as well. But sláinte. Oof, fuck me. Folks. There's a place that does Guinness here in this city, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. There's one place in the whole country that does Guinness on tap. So of course, being the Irish lad who misses Guinness, I did go and check it out. Independent, welcome. My favourite Final Fantasy X. It's the only one I've played the most of. I played a good bit of Final Fantasy 12, and I've played the demo for Final Fantasy 16. So, Final Fantasy X by far. That was my first one. It's like Pokemon, but with people. Love it. Okay, yeah. I tried... Why doesn't America sell Guinness in pint-sized cans? Get on it, please. That's a good fucking question. I don't know. They sell in like 440 milliliters instead of the 500. Like this one's 500, and you can get 568. But yeah, so then when you're in, you got a pint glass, and then you have to buy 2 cans to do it properly. But then you got to buy another can for that one. Who's in charge? Give me the name of whoever's in charge of importing booze. Maybe I'll get on the head honcho of Guinness and be like, stop giving the Americans the small cans. They're big boys. They can handle a big pint of Guinness. Technically, it's Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid V, not Metal Gear Solid 5. Because it stands for Venom and Peace Walker is the true Metal Gear Solid 5. That's a, actually. I'm still going to call it Metal Gear Solid 5. But I get what you're saying. You once had lukewarm Guinness. It's bad. Okay, it's the worst Guinness I ever had in my life. Well, I didn't have it, thankfully. I saw others have it. Oh, this is not going down well at all. It was in the fridge for ages. Ah, fuck. I think it's a bigger can. I needed more time. Damn. So they had the Guinness tap, and instead of it being like here where you can do the proper pour, they had the Guinness tap up high. So then if you want to put the glass up there, it's a bit of a stretch, and you can't do the proper 2-point pour. And then when they poured out, it was like 2/3 foam and head on the top, which then scooped out into a bucket and then topped it up more. And they were charging $12, $12 for one very terrible Guinness. They had as much Guinness in the bucket as they did in the glass. And they were treating it like a regular drink where you might have like a regular lager where you might have the foam overflowing a bit and you kind of like, that's fine, you top it up. They went through all this effort of getting Guinness and then completely fucked it. And I didn't understand why Cambodia doesn't have, before this one place got their Guinness, no other part of the entire country had Guinness on tap. A little town in Laos had Guinness on tap. The capital of Laos had multiple places. Vietnam has it, Singapore has it, Thailand. Why Cambodia not have Guinness? Well, now they do have it, but they do it fucking awful. Anyway, I almost went behind the bar myself and told them how to do it. So frustrating not have the I'm in charge. Listen here, Americans. You're getting the better cans from now on. Would you be playing Resident Evil 6 before Metal Gear Solid 5? Yes. So this year will be next episode Metal Gear Solid, then Final Fantasy X, then the Dead Space remake, then maybe Expedition 33, and then Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, and then Metal Gear Solid 5. I think that's the order I'll go with. I'm itching to get around to Expedition 33. After all, if he fucking hounded me about it. Have you tried? Even I was out and about the other day, and I met a fellow nerd, and we talked. He was currently playing through Expedition 33, and said, whatever you think it is, it's not that. I kind of know the premise a little bit. So no, the story is going to take you in ways you did not even imagine. I was like, I can't wait. So I think that'll be the order I'll do. Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy X, Dead Space Remake, Expedition 33, then Resident Evil and Devil May Cry reboot, and then we'll go into final Metal Gear Solid 5. That's my idea. Oh, I'm so disappointed. This was so expensive. This was so expensive. I got 2 of them. Oh, I'm not doing that again. It was like €3, $3.50, which when most beer here is 60 cents, 50 cents. Yes, that was 7 times the ordinary price and tastes about 7 times worse. Oh, but when you miss the Guinness, you don't really care. You just look at the can and go, this, I want that. God damn. Alright, let me see here. Anything else I want to catch you up on? Oh, yes. So Final Fantasy X, I beat the one of... Oh. He's the... Oh, how do I say this? He's so obviously the villain of the story when you meet him. But I beat him the other night. It was great. Apparently Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is playable, but they're in the polishing stage and development is going steady. The fact that the remake is going to extend over 2 generations of consoles is crazy to me. It's a bold way of doing it. Like, we're going to take one game, split it into 3 parts, remake each part as it goes. I'm wondering if when it's finally all finished, if you can buy the complete edition, where instead of changing out the games, you just play from start to finish through all 3 games. I'd be into that. And maybe they could do like a revamped trophy list to get rid of all the massive grinding stuff for Final Fantasy VII Part 2 remake. And then make it a bit more seamless altogether. That could be cool. Might be a massive game though. Massive. Oh wait, we should top it up. Top it up. Okay. Alright. The glass isn't too bad, to be honest. You can do Irish coffees in them. It's fine. Cheers, folks. To the end of the week. Winding down the weekend here at Adam's Bar. You are most welcome. Fuck me, it's so bad. I'm going to leave the other one in the fridge till the end of Final Fantasy and Last Call. I do have a local beer in the fridge. I might get that instead. Have I been to the Guinness Brewery? Twice. It's quite good. Well, Okay, I'll explain what it is, and then I'll tell you how I can make it better. So you walk in, you see the little, not the little, it's quite staggering. It's the deed for the site for the side of the factory, and it's for about 1,000 years. It's there on the floor underneath like a glass case, and you can all see it. See where it's signed by Arthur Guinness. On your left hand side is the gift shop where you can get stuff like this, and keychains and glasses and mugs and Guinness chocolates. If you do the tour, on the first floor, you're going to go through all the ingredients of Guinness. The first floor is like, here's all the barley or wheat or whatever they put in it. And you go, all right. And then the next floor is, here's the purified water we use. And you go, Still don't really care. On the third floor, they have whiskey tastings. And also on the third floor, you can learn to pour your own pint of Guinness. It costs a bit extra to do it. So you can go in, they'll show you how to do 2-part pour, how to let it settle, how to tilt the glass, and they can even take a picture of you and print it on the top of the Guinness. I wouldn't recommend doing that. But when you pour your own pint and you sit down there and you sip away in it, it's just bliss. It's some of the best. Makes you very happy with life. And then you get to be someone who decries when Guinness is not poured properly, because you know how it's supposed to be done. They'll even give you a certificate with your name on it, saying that you have poured the perfect pint of Guinness. I've got 2 of them. On the floor above that is all of the Guinness advertising that they've done throughout the decades. Some of it, like in Ireland anyway, it's iconic. You know, the Guinness slogans of Guinness is good for you. A lovely day for a Guinness. It's pretty cool. And then the 5th floor, the very highest floor, which is also the highest building in all of Dublin, is a sky bar, 360-degree view, where you can have another pint of Guinness and sit down there and look around all of Dublin, just pace around, and you will see every part of the city. Because the Guinness factory got some exemption where it is the tallest building in Dublin. 5 stories. 6 stories? It's not very big, but it's... Ireland is odd sometimes. No skyscrapers in Ireland, not a single one. Now, that's the tour. It's very good to do. Here is how you can make it better. When you start the tour, the very first thing you should do is pour your own pint of Guinness. That thing on the 3rd floor should be on the 1st floor. And then, once you've had your Guinness, then they can show you, here's how we make it. But you need to sample it first. And then, oh yes, I can see the wheat or the whatever. Then after that, there should be another bar, and then you can do the advertising, and then the sky bar. But you should start with the pint. You wander around looking at water and grain. You're in the factory, you want the Guinness straight away. That's how I'd make it better. Good boy, Elric. She's going well. She's going mighty fine. They did a collection with Remake and Rebirth, but why would they do that? Because either people own them already or they wait for all 3 bars to play them all. Yeah, I don't know why they do just a 2-parter. I'm sure they definitely got some sales out of it. But I for sure I'm one of the people who's waiting for all 3 to come out. So Eric, she's going well, but the Guinness is not cold enough. It didn't have enough time in the fridge. So I'm struggling through this one. They got one more for later. That's staying there for a while. Oh, so fill me in, folks. What you been up to for the week? What you been playing? What platinums have you earned? Chug, you're out of your mind. If I chug that, the lukewarm Guinness, you might see me right back at you. I can chug a real Guinness. Guinness out of the can that is lukewarm, not a fucking chance. You'll see it go down and you'll see it come right back up again. Master, it's only going to get worse with time. I shall suffer slowly. Master, welcome back. Here at the bar. What we're going to do, folks, we're going to do a little bit of chatting. Just checking in all you fine folks, see how things going, how's life. And then we shall get into Final Fantasy X. In like a little bit, maybe like the next 10 minutes or so. I think once I actually finish this, because I need to focus on drinking this, because if I start playing Final Fantasy, this thing's going to get left over there and it'll be impossible to finish. That's fair rough. That's fair rough. You've been waiting for the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection to play. Yeah, I think we all hear the rumors of that. And of course, when you call the collection Volume 1, you assume there is a Volume 2. You won't be getting a Metal Gear Solid 4 port. You have to, right? You couldn't have Volume 2 without Metal Gear Solid 4. Maybe that might be the delay, because it's so hard to get off the PS3. But you imagine if they do the Volume 2, it would probably include Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. Maybe that's the way they're going to do it. It'll never happen. You do not think Metal Gear Solid 4 will get off the PS5? It'd be an awful shame, because it's pretty damn good and iconic. You would want more people to be able to play it on modern systems. Because having to go back for a PS3 is kind of difficult. Many people don't have a PS3 anymore, and more time that passes, they start to break down a bit. That yellow light of death. I got one of those on my first PS3. Broke my heart. What up, Ben? Hello. I have Guinness this time. What do you have? I couldn't get a Guinness glass, but this will have to do. It's pretty. It's alright. Is Sophie with you, Ben? You drank everything yesterday? What happened yesterday? Were you on the lash? You just replayed MGS4 on the PS3 last week. You forgot how bad the performance was way back in 2008. I don't think anyone cared. Yeah, there were some, I think, is it Mission Act 3? Where you're going through, a house or something, and you're going through a battlefield. Yeah, that frame rate will get down to low 20s. When there's a lot on screen, the frame rate will get down to low 20s. In general, I'm not really a frame rate guy. So if it dips a bit, I don't mind. I think The Last of Us on PS3 gets down into the teens sometimes. And I grew up playing Half-Life 2 on a computer that could not handle it. So some of those sections were in single-digit frames, but I got over it. Imagine a Silent Hill Master Collection with the original 3 games, not the HD versions. Those are bad. Getting your hands on the Silent Hill games is so hard. And then the HD collection kind of ruins the fog. I might have just emulate Silent Hill someday to see what's it supposed to be like. The remake is excellent apparently, and I believe the rumors that they're remaking the first Silent Hill as well. So I think, but it'd still be nice to play the original Silent Hills. Sit down for an evening. I might emulate it on my computer. That might be the way to go. Sophie's at her mam's for the weekend. Coming home tomorrow. I've started Call of Duty 4 on Veteran. Why? Why, Ben? Do you hate yourself? Let me know what happens when you get to Mile High Club. Oh, you're not even into shooters that much, right, Ben? It's kind of like an odd choice for you. I don't think I ever heard a gamer complain about performance back in the day, except for Blighttown in Dark Souls. Yeah, when most games didn't run in 60. We didn't mind it. I still don't mind it these days. If a game's in 30, I'm okay with it. Even if it's a bit dip here and there, I still don't mind. It's not going down well. I think I'm also getting a bit sick. Yeah, I think I caught something today. As the day goes on, you start to feel worse and worse. And you're like, right, I'm starting to feel, yeah. So tomorrow's going to be just a lot of water, a lot of rest, and try and get ahead of whatever potential infection I have. Just shut down your body, folks. If you feel like something coming on, just shut down your body. Obviously, I have a couple of drinks tonight, but then sleep a lot. Tomorrow, healthy. Rest, work a bit, but not do there'll be no going out, join the locals for a couple of cheap beers. I'm staying in. Early night tomorrow night. Ilazam, hello, bonjour. Hey buddy, Joshua. Welcome. a channel member. Come in, Joshua. Come into the bar. Come into the bar. Saddle yourself up there beside the fire if you fancy. PJ on the taps will get you whatever you want. I recommend the Guinness. The boys in the corner debating the greatest game of all time. Earlier I heard Tetris. Someone else just said Super Mario Galaxy. Might be a good shout. Down the back, Roisin and the girls are playing some live music. And as a channel member, keep going a bit further down. And there's a door. A nondescript door. Open it. Inside, a room full of video game consoles. Every single one. All for you. Or you can hang out here with the rest of us. And perhaps drink. We like doing that here at the bar. Welcome. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel my nose. Yeah, my nose is getting blocked. I'll try not to sniffle into the microphone. Alrighty. Okay, sweet. That's for Silent Hill remake. It's not rumors, it's confirmed. Excellent. Good stuff. High school, you were really into Call of Duty, Halo, and Gears. Ben, no, high school, you were a goth. You were into Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, and that's all you played. You didn't play shooters. Where you were once normal. I don't believe you. Damn, I am actually sick. They are remaking the original Silent Hill. I think there is an announcement video. Okay, yeah, I'll be up for that. You got all these treatments on Xbox 360. It annoyed me not having the plat on my profile, so I'm doing it all again. Now how are the reflexes? All these years later, can you still do it? Will no fighting in the war room push you too far? Will Mile High Club force you to rip out all of your hair? It did for me. I'm still haven't recovered. Yeah, okay, Eric, yeah. You starts the back of the throat with me and then I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm feeling it like here and the nostrils, like getting a bit more nasally. And like joints a little bit odd. Yeah, it's just as the day's going on. I was out and about with my brother and a couple of friends, and I'm like, well, I'm not really like. We were watching the UFC event this morning in one of the sports bars, which was like great fun to watch. Like, oh yeah, it's like, it's morning time. We can do this. This is cool. Time zones, wonderful. But then as the day went on, they're all getting quite merry, and I'm like, I'll have a water. Do you got any Fanta? Just like the energy levels dipping throughout the day. And I'm like, I came back here around 6 and I just slept for the last 3 or 4 hours and then set all this up. So I can feel a little bit. I'll be okay. Plenty of sleep tonight. Plenty of water tomorrow. And an early night tomorrow night. I'll kick this bug's ass. Okay, yeah, might be that. Still listen to the themes from the first Silent Hill during bus rides. It's an iconic soundtrack. Iconic. Even I know some of the tracks. I never played the game. You'd rather drink cough syrup than a warm Guinness? That's a fucking great idea. Should have thought of that. This is rough. There's one later for last call. That one would be nice. That one I might actually chug. Oh, mercy. Water, sleep, and some Netflix, YouTube. Yeah, that's like basically when you're ill, do what you have to. Like if you got to go to your job, well, I suppose if you work in office, just don't go in at all. Work from home if you can. But then once you finish work, just like 5 p.m. hits, have some food, and then go to bed. Sleep is what will help your body recover more than anything else. So if you're feeling ill, get a bunch of water beside your bed, drink a lot of that, and then try and sleep for 12 hours if you can. The more time your body is sleeping, the more time it is like fighting the infection. Shut everything else down in the body and let it do its thing. Human body's great. I wish PT could have been a real game, but don't bring up PT. We're not allowed to have nice things. Don't bring up PT. That's like I played that demo and it was so goddamn cool. It was so good. And all the mystery behind it and the fact that people were still trying to figure out what was going on. All the little hidden stuff people were trying to find. Yeah, that was a special game, and what it could have been is something truly bring up PT. There's a reason why PS4s that have PT installed sell for like €1,000 because it's that damn good. Oh my god, folks, this is so bad. This might have been the worst idea I had all day. On the stroll back here, I know a shop that has Guinness. I'll get a couple for tonight's stream. You know, the Adams Bar, the Guinness t-shirt, some Guinness. But I think they were like, on the walk back, they obviously got warm. And then they were in the fridge for 3 or 4 hours, but it's not enough time. It's not enough time. I should have done this yesterday. Lesson learned. Oh, also a little update on me and my life. I have to leave the country in 4 days. Visas, fun. I have to leave the country. I have to go to Vietnam. I have to go to Nam. It's my duty. I have to go to Vietnam and hang out there for a few days and then come back again and get a different visa than one I got before. So yeah, I've currently applied, but you have to apply for a Vietnam visa before you go to Vietnam. You can't get it when you arrive. An awful lot of countries, you can get their visa on arrival. You can just fly in and then you're in the airport, you can get it. Or you can get a bus over to the border town and then cross over and get the visa there. Vietnam is like, no, you need it before you go. Is it? We'll see. I think I have an e-visa system, but I've applied for it. Now I got to wait. And hopefully it is approved in time. If not, I might have to go to a different country. Where do you even live now? Nick, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. My brother got a job out here, and I decided to come out and join him for Christmas. It was lovely. And then while I was here, Cambodia's a country I knew about, and I would like to go check it out. But it's not a country I was like so excited to go to. But what I found is that the more time you're here, the better it becomes. There are some countries you go to and it hits you and you're just in love immediately. Thailand is like that. You get there and go, wow, love it. The food, the weather. You see all the smiling, happy people. The nightlife, you go, yeah, perfect, great. You go to Laos, you slow everything down, you realize it's a chilled life. Like some countries, within the first few hours, like, this is amazing. You get to Cambodia, and it's like, it's good, it's good. But the more time you stay here, the more you like it, the more friends you make, especially locals, who are more than happy to have you join in for drinks. That goes a long way. In fact, there's outside my apartment, if I turn right, it goes down an alleyway, which I can use to go down to where I meet my brother, or I have to go over around this way into the main road. So I often go down the alleyway. However, down the alleyway, there's a few shops, there's a few families, and you go down enough times, they do start waving at you, and because I can speak a bit of the language, because I've been here now for 2 months, and I've made local friends who are teaching me the language. The main stuff, such as Kanom Cholchit Nam, which is I like beer. I learned the important stuff first. So now I can't go down the alleyway without somebody saying, oh, Adam, oh, beer, you want beer? Yeah, join, come, join. And I'm like, no, I have to go meet my brother. I can't. Oh no, okay, have one. Look, we have food. You want to try food? It's Khmer food. Try the food. All right. So now if I go down the alleyway, I will be invited to join somebody. So the days I'm actually short on time, I have to avoid the alleyway and the wonderful friendliness of the local people. I was originally living with my brother for the first few weeks, and he's in a kind of a gentrified, foreign-friendly area. Half the people you see around that area are foreigners, which is fine, and it makes an easy transition into Southeast Asia. You still get to hang out with locals, but it's very friendly for foreigners. After a few weeks, I was like, I kind of want to get a bit out of here. So I'm now in a place and I don't see foreigners ever. I'm the only foreigner here. It's wonderful. I'm the special attraction who speaks the local language like a toddler and orders food with a terrible accent. So the more time you spend in Cambodia, the more you understand why some folks came here 20 years ago and never left. It grows on you. And now I'm at the point of where, yeah, I'm going to go to Vietnam basically for a visa run and then come back and rent an apartment here for 6 months. Which, because most of the apartments, they go for 6 months. They don't go for like 3 month contracts or 1 month contracts. They're quite hard to find. I managed to get this place for 1 month. But you limit yourself immensely if you don't do a 6 month contract. It's not like Thailand where you can get a monthly contract for most apartments. Here it's different. But when you do the 6 month contract, oh boy, are those prices good. I'm talking about a 1 bedroom apartment for $170 a month. And it's bigger than what I currently have. So the combination of my brother's here, Cambodia's growing on me, the apartments are cheap, and I can continue to live stream and make videos and record Platinum Journey. I'm in. So I'm going to go to Vietnam for a little bit, come back, stay here for 6 months. A Vietnam Different Worlds episode in the future, Scott, for sure, in the future. I am working on a video about Cambodia at the moment, Phnom Penh, this capital. I've already recorded so much footage. On Sunday, last Sunday, I think I might have told you this before, last Sunday, I was invited by a local family to join them going to their temple. They call it Pagoda, which when you see it written in English is pagoda, but they pronounce it Pagoda, which confused the hell out of me for a long time until we go there and go, oh, it's a temple. I was invited that, so I got a bunch of footage about that. They were like happy to share with me. I've got a bunch of footage hanging out with local people, drinking with them. They play a game. It's basically gambling with beers, and they love doing it. So, yeah, I got a bunch of footage doing that. But there will indeed be a Different Worlds episode about Phnom Penh. I think I'll do like 1 more month of recording and then kind of cap it off. Maybe like a couple of pickup shots and stuff. But the next episode of Different Worlds would be Pattaya, Thailand, which is the adult playground of the world at the moment. That was the most difficult place to ever get interviews. People just didn't want to be on camera for some reason. I don't know why. Guys didn't want their wives or girlfriends knowing they're in Pattaya. Girls didn't want their family to know that they're not working in a hotel in Bangkok, they're working in a bar in Pattaya. So that was tough. But that's the plan for Different Worlds, and that's the plan for here. Basically going to stay for a while. I've gotten very comfortable here in Cambodia, and have barely seen, I've seen none of the country other than the capital. It's a very sleepy capital, which I like. It takes a lot of balls. Just get up and move out of your home country. I got a little nervous moving across the USA, but the US is horrible, so thank you, Nick. It's more about necessity. I got 2 options. Either I can stay in my parents' house in Ireland, because I'm never going to be able to get like my own apartment in my home city, because they'll go for like $2,000 a month, which I believe is just a colossal waste of money. Thankfully, I do like learning about other places. I did do like a trial run. The first place I went to move to for a while outside of Ireland was Spain. I thought, I've already been to Spain a bunch of times. Let's use this as a test bed. Within 3 days of being in Spain, I realized, oh yeah, I could just go anywhere. I'm pretty comfortable fitting in places. I know, okay, there's where I'm getting my food. So long as I got a table for my laptop, so long as I got a TV, a chair, and a desk here to make Platinum Journey, I'm like, I'll do this anywhere. The cheaper the apartment, the better. That's my main driving factor. Turns out Southeast Asia is good for that. It does help. What up, Gabriel? Welcome to the bar. Welcome. Nervous moving across. The USA is huge, though. I have met some folks out here from the USA, and they kind of like. A lot of folks in the USA are like self-hating. You don't hate you. You just like, look at your country and go, it should be better. It should be better. I'm trying to have like a filter on my news feeds. I'll just filter out all America stuff. I don't want to hear about what's going on in America because it just dominates all the news. And it seems worse and worse and worse. And it brings my mood down. I could not imagine what it's like to actually be in the country and be blasted with news 24/7. Good luck to you. Come out here, Southeast Asia. Would you move to Cambodia or other countries? So I'm currently, I don't know, you might even call this moving to Cambodia. I've already been here 2 months and I'm planning on staying another 6. That's a pretty long time. After that, though, I will then just move to Vietnam. Essentially, I'm here, and then once I have enough stuff to make the episode of Different Worlds, I will be moving on. Like, I legitimately have to. Then go to Vietnam for 3 months, because that's how long the visa is. It's $25 for a 3-month visa, which I love. Hang out, I don't like capitals in general, but there's a place in Vietnam called Hoi An. It is known as the City of Lanterns, quite beautiful. In the very middle is touristy. That's the way it goes. But it's beautiful. I will try and stay a little bit further out. So it's just me and a bunch of Vietnamese folks hanging out. Getting to know them. And then I will forget all of the Cambodian language I've learned and try and learn Vietnamese. Same with the Brits at the UK. Oh, geez, there's no one who hates the UK more than British people. I met a British guy here. He had been here for 23 years. He was one of the first people to teach computer classes in schools. So he's set for life with the job. He works 20 hours a week, 4 days a week, gets paid a handsome amount of money, and will never be fired. About 3 or 4 years ago, he had a bit of a cancer scare. Went to the doctor and said that might be cancer. And if we're going to do treatment, it was recommended that he would go back to the UK for treatment. Now, when you mentioned about the self-hating Brits, he was not concerned, well, he was concerned about the cancer, but what he was really concerned about? Fuck, I gotta go back to the UK? That's what his main concern was. He just didn't want to go back. After 19 years in Cambodia, he's like, I don't want to go back. I want to stay here. So turns out the cancer was not cancer. So we got to stay in Cambodia. But the main concern was not, I might die from cancer. It's, I might have to go back to Britain. So nobody hates the UK more than British people. Do you have a job, or the YouTube funds good enough to get you by in Cambodia? So the YouTube funds are mostly good enough. I like being transparent with folks, by the way. There's a reason why the Patreon numbers are always public. You can see exactly how much money I get from patrons, and you can see exactly how many patrons I have. So that is a considerable amount of my income every month. Thank you all very much. Help literally keep the lights on and allow me to continue making Platinum Journey, where I don't have to rely on YouTube ad revenue as much. For example, I'm doing Final Fantasy X. This is going to be many months of doing it. Like, it might be like 3 months in between the Metal Gear Solid episode and the Final Fantasy X episode. But I can take this extra time because of the folks on Patreon, because of you channel members, where I don't have to worry so much about the ad revenue. Having more videos up would be good for ad revenue. So that's part of my income. And then the YouTube ad revenue is, it's not much, maybe like $150 a month. Although you kind folks who put in donations, that helps a lot as well. It helps me to buy Guinness that is hopefully next time not terrible. And then beyond that, I have one video editing client. One. He does Zoom calls and I make them not look shit. It's very minimal work on my end. It's routine for me. In an entire week, it will take maybe 5 hours out of my time. The rest of my time, I can be doing Platinum Journey or other random videos. So because of a lot of the support from the patrons, the channel members, and people watching my videos, and donations you hear making the live streams, I get to spend most of my week making Platinum Journey and random videos. So thank you very much. I'm an open book, folks. You can ask me any question. I'll tell you the answer. I don't like people who are coy about this sort of stuff. They kind of give like a false expectations of what is possible. I was like, no, just like tell folks this is the position you're in, and hopefully the future will be different. It'd be great if I could, I could turn on more ads on my videos. You might notice on YouTube in the past 6 or 7 months, maybe the past year, there's a lot more ads. There's an ad like in most videos every single 3 minutes. The video starts, there's an ad after 30 seconds, then it's every 3 minutes, sometimes every 2.5 minutes. So I could do that with an episode of Platinum Journey. Jesus. It's like a 40-minute episode, like put in 12, 13 ads into it. but I hate that idea. There's an ad at the beginning, there's an ad at the end. So I do lose a bunch of potential ad revenue every single month, but I want the viewing experience to be better for the average person. So I take a hit on that front. Extra money would be nice though. But I'm more concerned about if I edit a video in a certain way, with a certain pacing, I don't want it disrupted by an ad. Hopefully that's why many of you are still watching Platinum Journey episodes years after they've been made, and binge playlists. I love all that sort of stuff. A little behind the scenes for you folks. Let me check in here. How do you feel about to visit Brazil? I would love to. Yeah, I can't even see. I'll be in Southeast Asia for the next few years, gradually moving east until I hit Mecca, Japan. As Japan gets cheaper and cheaper every year. I'll just go live in some forest down in Kyushu. But after that, I would for sure love to spend some time in South America. I speak a bit of Spanish. It'd be nice to be in Spanish-speaking countries. But what if I've seen from Cyclops? Hi. What I've seen from Brazil, it looks fascinating. Really, it seems like the party center of the world. The beach parties. What's what Anthony Bourdain wants to describe it as? Rio feels like a place where everyone is either just coming from or on their way to having sex. Everyone's gorgeous and just like sexual energy. He felt very out of place. That would probably be me. Also, I like the idea of, I've learned that the beach is kind of like the great equalizer. Where if folks go to the beach in Brazil, you could be a doctor or you could be a garbage man. On the beach, you're just a guy in a Speedo. There's like, that's it. The equalizer is the beach. I like that idea. Would you do a Platinum Journey episode on Crimson Desert? It's a fantasy RPG coming out on March 19th. I will have to see. I'm unaware of this game, but I think someone else mentioned it to me as well. I'll check reviews. I'll check. Same thing with Expedition 33. I was not following it when it was coming out. And once it did, then I got excited about it. So I'm a kind of a wait and see kind of guy. Finally got one. Film is Xanthrope. Finally got one of these. Come into the bar. Come into the bar. We've got Guinness. Here you go. Have some Guinness. Have mine. Mine's shit. See, I didn't get mine poured by PJ. PJ, look after you. I pour this one myself. Out of a can. PJ will do it from the taps for you. Much better. Thoughts on Resident Evil 9? Any games you excited for? So, Leon being back, big fucking fan. I've then tried to stay in media blackout for the rest of it. I would rather go into it mostly blind for Resident Evil 9. This year will be Resident Evil 6, then 7, then 8, then 9. I'll get to 9. But so far it looks pretty good. As for other games I'm excited about, at this point I would like to see some gameplay from GTA 6. Just, how does it work? You've spent the GDP of a small country making this game. What does it look like? Not a trailer, like show me running around in the city. What does it look like? Hopefully we actually get to see it this year. And there's something else. Oh yeah, Insomniac Games' Wolverine. I liked what I saw of it. So that I'm looking forward to. Any other Irish YouTubers you follow? Yeah, a couple of lads called... Oh, Irish YouTubers, not Irish Platinum. There's a couple of lads called Platchums. Them I like. They don't make quite as many videos as they used to. Irish YouTubers. I'm not sure. That's a good question, actually. Huh. Throw out some names. Don't say Jacksepticeye. Although, you know, he's fine these days, but he bugs the shit out of me. I have to figure this out. I actually don't think so. If you throw out some names, that I might recognize some of them. 007 First Night. First Light, are you a James Bond person? I like James Bond. Pierce Brosnan is James Bond back in the day. Classic. So First Light looks pretty decent. It's, you know, it's Hitman with James Bond. I did think maybe the character design, he's a bit stringy looking, like a bit more compact. But in general, it looks like a damn good time. I'd be interested to see, is it kind of like a 20-hour, 30-hour game, or is it like a 15-hour game? And I haven't played Hitman 3 yet, so if it's a James Bond game, it's a bit more linear, I think I'll be up for playing James Bond. Do you like train rides or plane rides more? Oh, train rides, for sure. Train rides. You sit there with a table in front of you, a window with the countryside whizzing by. There's no security check. You just roll your suitcase into the thing. You sit down, you can bring a book with you, and after reading for a while, you look out the window, you go back to reading. Hopefully they bring a little cart over with beers in it. I'll get a beer. Perfect. Happy days. I'll take a train ride over a plane anytime. If a plane ride is 2 hours and a train is 4, I'm taking the train. Absolutely. The train leaves at 12, I'll show up at 11:45. No hassle, and normal times of operation. A plane can be like, we're leaving at 7 a.m., which means you got to be at the airport at 5 a.m., maybe 4 a.m., which means you got to be up at 3 a.m., which means you're not going to sleep the night before. Train rides. You can get the train at 3 o'clock in the day. Train rides. Hang on. All right, damn, we've been going 50 minutes already. Okay, once I finish this, we get into Final Fantasy at the top of the hour. You get me talking, folks, I'll go all night. Oh yeah, that's right, media blackout. Did you do that for The Last of Us Part 2? I won't spoil anything about Resident Evil 9. Cheers, cheers. You say cheers, folks, you're getting a drink off me. Oh, fuck me, that's awful. Ugh. 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 My culture is insulted. I'm going to leave the one in the fridge for quite a while. I did that for Last of Us Part 2 media blackout. Absolutely. Alright, let me get my controller and we're going to boot up some Final Fantasy. Actually, let me switch over to the gaming tab. Badoosh. Let me adjust this. Filters. This. Aha. Alright, I love a small apartment. Everything is like 2 steps away. It's brilliant. Just in time. 1 minute until it was turning off. Alright, if anything about the audio, like any audio differences, let me know and I can adjust stuff on the fly. Oh, turn that down. Oh, you're very loud. I'm going to meet my boyfriend's aunt's husband, who is Irish. Sweet. Do you have any tips for making a good first impression? Yeah. If you meet him and you say Dia Gwit, that is Irish for hello. Or even easier, when you're doing a cheers with him, I'm assuming he's Irish, he will be drinking. When you do a cheers with him, do Sláinte. The Irish for cheers. That might be enough. So either when you meet him, say Dia Gwit, and he'll probably say Dias Maragwit, which means, very nice to meet you. Or when you have a beer with him, just say cheers. Sorry, say Sláinte, which is Irish for cheers. There you go. Is the opening line from Metal Gear Solid episode, "Hello, Snake"? No, the opening line is, "I want the codename of Big Boss." That's the opening line. What up, James? I finished my Guinness. You missed it. I finished my Guinness. What are you drinking, James? Or are you trying to be a good boy? I always let this bit play. It's always so beautiful. Final Fantasy game that could be a potential play, the trifecta. Was out on the... Shit. Okay, cool. A little bit of a dropout there. Was out in the lash last night, so nothing for me. Jesus, James, you've turned over a new leaf. Alright, folks, you might see a bit of a drop in quality.